Hey, what's up you guys, it's Megan Rock Socks. Today I'm going to be doing another video talking about methods on how to get coins in Habbo. I've already talked before about how to get Habbo coins by going to auctions and buying things and selling it for profit. I've already talked about how to profit and what to spend and how to budget. I've talked about getting your first coins on Habbo. I've talked about getting your first furniture on Habbo. And that being said, we're going to talk about another method today. So, I brought up in a video before that I was going to be talking next about Habbo games. And although I like to stick closer to the profiting through furniture side of things and rares, I'm not opposed to playing games pretty often. And I've spent a lot of gold bars on insurance, on bank games, and fast pass gates to get into games sooner. So we're going to talk about that also. So the very first one I would like to talk about is one of the games that I host the most myself, which is Deal or No Deal, which is the room I'm in right now. Some people might mistake this as a bank game when they first see it, but this is actually Deal or No Deal. If you don't know already, Deal or No Deal is it's based off the movie, I would say, or not movie, the TV show. And you basically, when you get entered into the game, sorry, my screen's glitching. So basically, when you get into the game, there is going to be bonsais up to the jackpot, depending on which line you're in. So the normal line's jackpot 20 coins. The fast pass jackpot is 100 coins, and then 150 coins for the super fast pass. Sometimes I take the place for coins as a rare or a wealthy furniture. It just depends, makes things more interesting. People like wearables, things like that. So without getting too far into that, that's just pretty much how you play the game, is you go through and eliminate prizes. So maybe if I say step 8 times, you'll step and I will pick up the place of the bonsai in 8 of these places, and then give you an offer, and then so on and so forth until the end of the game, where you have 2 choices left, and you either take the deal or you don't take the deal. So, this is one of my favorite games to host and play. So if you don't already have me added, you can go ahead and add me. I host this every single day, and it's really fun. I don't profit off of this game, but it's fun to host. It's a lot more fun to host than like a regular giveaway, just because it's a lot more interactive, I feel. Moving on to our next game, which would be Bonsai Bank Game. Now, I'm sure you've already played this game in Habbo before, but basically you're sitting in a room with about 20 or so, and the dice comes along and you roll it, and then that dice corresponds with a number that you either gain, lose, pick someone to kick, go bankrupt, steal, or donate. And then that game goes so on until you are left with a certain amount of coins, and that's what you win. Otherwise, you can still pay for insurance during the game to better your chances or to get lives. Some people buy the Fast Pass, where it gives them better perks, which sometimes requires you to still buy insurance, but they have their own perks. I have mine at ER, Jess, and Tom's bank game. That's probably one of the ones I really frequent. So after bank game, I have grocery list. Now, grocery list is something that's usually hosted by an events team. For example, this Habbo or Habbo Land. There's a lot of different fan sites in Habbo that will host the grocery list. So basically there's a black hole, and you're given 3 objects to go and collect with your 2 other teammates, and you race back, and the last team to get everything correct will split up into 3 different people, and then it'll be the final 3. And then usually the events hosts only give out between 3 and 5 coins, but it's a fun place to make friends and stuff like that. So next on my list after grocery list is Danger Pod, where sorry about that. So the next one, I was talking about Danger Pod, right. So there's usually a list of probably I don't know even how many color pods there are. I guess it depends on the host. There's usually about 12, I feel. Maybe less than 12. But either way, they go through and they randomly select a pod color. And sorry about that, I just had to answer his questions really quick. So Danger Pod, there's a bunch of different color pods. They randomly select one. One is the Danger Pod. You go on a Bonsai teleport. There's bonsais underneath the pods. If you land on the pod that is the one that is out, then you'll automatically be teleported out of the game, and so on until the end of the game where there's only one person left. And in some cases, there's no prize, or there's no winner. So basically, they just play the game all over again. So both that and Heaven or Hell is like that as well. There's a few other games, but those are the two I'm talking about today. So I already mentioned it. The next on the list is Heaven or Hell. There's two places in the room that you can either be teleported to randomly, which is Heaven or Hell. If you land in Hell, you're out. If you land in Heaven, you're safe for another round. Pretty simple. After that is Fridge Game. Fridge Game, if you don't know already, you go through, there's usually between maybe 8 and 20 players at a time. You go through and you go to the fridge. If you get a soda or whatever you want to call it, it's safe. Ice cream, you're picking to kick someone, and the carrot, you're out. So pretty much it Fridge Game, they do that, and you pick to kick. You could team up with your friends and see about getting a win. So maybe try that. Next is Step on It. I recently played this game, and it was pretty fun. Definitely both skill and luck based, because you have to have the luck to land on the right bonsais and the skill to do it fast enough before the end of the game. So that was actually pretty interesting to play. So Falling Fernie, obviously you know the classic game of Falling Fernie. There's going to be random furniture falling in the room, and you got to get to it before everyone else. Each round, one person is eliminated. And then Danger Zone, I believe is the last one I have. Danger Zone is a very skill-based game. There's going to be objects that come through and try to get you out, and you have to maneuver within that space. And I believe, I haven't ever played it, but I believe you have to go to the bonsai to get to the chair to be safe. I don't know all of the perks about that, but that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge of that game, is don't die and get to a chair. So I hope that this list of both luck-based and skill-based games gives you a little bit of a better idea of which games to play. Of course, you should always play the ones that are free to play, like that are more luck-based, like Heaven or Hell or Danger Pod, something that's doesn't require a lot of skill to win. I didn't have a very good way of wording that, but basically there's ups and downs to a lot of these games. Deal or No Deal is coming back pretty frequent and is pretty popular right now. So a lot of people are going to be making this game, trying to be making a profit off of selling the badges, which I'm sure some people can. However, I host every single day, so there's really no profit for me. Bank Game was okay for a while. I used to buy the insurance and the gates, but people, once everyone starts buying them, it becomes a lot less, likely to win. Not saying it isn't fun, so I always buy insurance instead of buying the gates, just because that's the smarter thing to do. Because I have terrible luck at that game. So my favorites on this list are going to be Deal or No Deal, favorite Falling Fernie, and probably Heaven or Hell, just because it's super easy. So if you're looking for a super easy game to play to get some quick coins, I would suggest trying Heaven or Hell or Danger Pod. It's a very non-biased winning system. It's very random. If you're looking for something more skill-related, I would suggest Falling Fernie or Danger Zone. So that's going to be it for today. I hope that this was somewhat helpful to you in narrowing down which ones that you should try playing. If I mentioned a new game today, definitely try it out and see how you like it. Without further ado, I will see you in the next one, so thank you so much for watching.